In this episode, we're seeing double. We're here with identical twins, Chris and Eric Martinez, the founders of Dynamic Duo Training. Chris and Eric operate an online training, nutrition, and lifestyle consulting business. In the last 6 years, they've sold online training to over 1,000 people. They spent tons of time building credibility and developing their business to get to where they are now. And today, they share exactly how they grew and scaled their online training program.
If you own a gym or you need a gym, this is your guy.
My name's Mike, and I help fitness studios that are ready to take action, work hard, and grow their studios. In this very saturated industry, there's tons of competition, but the opportunities are incredible. We'll cover the most common challenges in the fitness world and invite guests in the show that have learned to overcome them and share their strategies with you. This is the GSD Show. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Arce. Welcome to another episode of the GSD Show, and today I'm here with Eric and Chris Martinez from Dynamic Duo Training. What's up, guys?
What's up, Mike? Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
And he got it right too, Eric and Chris.
Eric and Chris. And before we dive into some of the stuff we're going to dive into, which is great, I want to set the tone for the show because some cool stuff here. These guys, in the last 6 years, have sold over 1,000 people online training. They transitioned from offline to online. They sold over 1,000 people online training with packages averaging between $1,000 to $2,000 in 3-month programs, and they don't do any offline training anymore.
Nope.
So we're going to talk a lot about how they did that and their journey. Before we get into that, you may already notice that they're identical twins. Let's get it out there. And they wrote a great book with the same author, just twice on the cover. But they're identical twins, and what they don't know is I have an identical twin too.
Really?
Oh.
He's a little shorter. He's a little shorter, and he looks a little bit more bloated. He has a lot more sodium in his diet than I do. But you guys have been in business together as brothers, right? And sometimes it doesn't work out, and you guys have written books together, you've built businesses together, you guys are still cool together. Before we even dive into the serious stuff, the value, I want to know, have you guys ever had a switcheroo moment?
The $1 million question. Whew.
Identical twins, have you done a switcheroo at any point in time?
I'm always going to say if you have an itch, you have to scratch it. So you have to experiment and try something once, right? So yes, we have.
Boom! All right, let's learn about the switcheroo identical, because you guys are pretty damn close. I seen identical twins that, like, you can tell. You guys even shave the same, your hair is the same. You guys are like working out the same.
Pretty
you
much.
must be doing the same exercises.
Yeah,
You're about
yeah.
the same. One of you benches more. Which one is it?
This guy.
What happened, man?
He's a minute older. A little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. What's funny though, guys, is look at us. We could be triplets. Look at the brows.
Yeah, the brow. We got the brow game going. Have you ever seen this? Even my other twin doesn't have it going on. All right. So his is cleaner though. His is cleaner than all three of us. All right. So can we talk about your switcheroo moment real quick?
Let Big Brother take it.
I got to keep it PG. It was only a switcheroo in high school, just to different classes. That was really it.
So what do you mean? Like you were supposed to be in class and
He was supposed to be in class. I went in there. I pretended like I was Chris. I wore a hat. You know, that makes it so much easier. I just tried to just walk like him a little bit, just a little more stiffer. We call him Stiff Chris. So yeah, that was pretty much it. You know, just went in there. The teacher had no idea, and then finally, just one of our friends just kind of just like gave it away and.
he gave it away.
Yeah.
He ratted you out.
He ratted us out, and then we just
What a
we got
punk.
detention for it, or whatever they gave back then in high school. You know, it was like called the ice box or detention, but it was worth it. You gotta try it. You gotta try it.
I've always wanted a twin just to pull off switcheroos, and you guys are very lucky. Okay, well, let's get into it because you guys have done what a lot of people have attempted to do, and honestly, most people have failed at goals that are far less than what you guys have accomplished.
Right.
You know, the average person that owns a fitness studio or owns an independent gym or is a personal trainer offline, they'd be lying to you if they haven't said, I've thought about taking some online clients because it looks like there's great opportunity. And there is, right? I know online trainers, you know, you guys are probably one of the more successful ones we met, but we met some really solid ones. So 1,000 people. Most people are going, man, if I could just have a handful of clients, that'd be great. This is a lot of handfuls.
Yeah.
So for the first 3 years, which was, I'm guessing, between 2007 and 2010, you guys were doing offline training.
Yes.
Yeah, one-to-one.
Right, one-on-one training. You guys were both doing one-on-one training.
It was more
clients.
too like kind of like a brick and mortar place, like a mom and pop gym, independent gym. So we were independent trainers there. It wasn't like a commercial set gym like a 24-hour Fitness or LA Fitness.
Okay, great.
I think that was good because it set us up to market ourselves.
It did.
We didn't rely
Yeah.
like on a 24-hour Fitness or LA Fitness to like funnel us the clients. So
Absolutely.
we had to learn how to hustle, promote ourselves, sell, everything like that. And that set us up for kind of the online game.
So when did that happen? When did you take your first online client, and how did that even like come about?
Yeah, so I'll kind of run you through the story. So basically, there's just this point where we're just like, something has to change with our lives. We lost our dad at 18, first of all, and Eric and I went through a very, very dark time from like 18 to 24. I mean, we literally like would come home to our mom passed out, from alcoholism, antidepressants, stuff like that. So it was just a really, really dark time for us for about 6 years. And then we finally, we were subscribers to Muscular Development magazine. And it was like fate or just like a sign or something like that. But we opened up that Muscular Development magazine, and there's a column there by our first mentor. His name was Dr. Lane Norton, and he was the one that was doing online coaching. And it was just a sign. So we took a leap of faith. We hired him as our coach, and we didn't take any clients on for the first couple of years. We just kind of just sat and watched, asked some questions, saw how he was running the business, the system, stuff like that. And then Eric and I were just like, you know what, man, like there's two of us, like this market is still fresh right now. We've had the one-to-one personal training. Why not try this online training? So we started so slow, just very slow, just like 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, got results, put the testimonials out, built systems around the business, and it just started just scaling from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you say started scaling from there, how long did it take for you guys to be able to go, wow, we could probably ditch offline now?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like maybe 2 years at the most.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it took 2 years.
It did, yeah.
And so let's talk about that. When you guys first started, you took your first online client,
Yes.
right? And what do you remember what you charged that guy or girl?
Very cheap. I think
Yeah,
it was
it was
like
cheaper.
maybe like 100 to 150 per month or
Okay.
something like that. Yeah, it was very cheap, but we wanted to start slow because we still want to gain that, confidence. There were still some limiting beliefs, self-doubt, just like any entrepreneur or business owner. But we started slow, and then we just kind of scaled up. But the main focus was for us when we took on these clients fresh was customer service, customer service, customer service, customer service,
And relationships.
Really building that relationship because it is offline. I mean, it's online based, right? So you're not there to see that person in person and have that accountability. It's a different dynamic. So you have to really just turn it up you have to turn up that notch of just, building the relationship and building that trust, or else it's like you're not going to just succeed with that.
So we're going to talk about some of the things that you did in order to provide that customer service, because here's the crazy thing. There are people out there that have gotten as many online clients as you. I don't know many of them, but there are people out there that have gotten as many with your price point. Of course,
Right.
there's people that sell $59 things.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
they're, and they're getting but I mean, they're not really making a living because
Yeah.
you're constantly, you get to spend money on ads just to get that.
Absolutely.
Right? But you guys, what's incredible is the majority of that revenue is organic.
Right.
It is.
And your efforts, not only in the customer service and what you've been able to do there, but also your approach to social media and how you've been able to attract people to you without having to pay for it, right? So we're going to dive into that, but I really want to understand more about the numbers. So you got your first one at 150 or something like
150.
that? Something like that. Okay. So 150. How long did it take for you to get to like 10 clients and 20 clients and all that?
I would say it took about probably like a full year to kind of like scale up like that.
Yeah.
It was more about just kind of like delivering that value to them, getting the testimonial, getting the feedback, and then figuring out what our mentor said. Just don't get greedy with the money. Just sit there and just kind of add as like the demand comes and stuff like that. So we just started slowly just adding the price up and everything like that. Started building the client base, and that's how it kind of took off.
Okay, cool. When did you jump from 150 to 1,000?
Ooh, that
I
took
would,
us.
yeah, I would say probably like 2 years ago.
2 years.
That's when
2
we
years
kind of
ago.
just took that
Yeah.
plunge. And
So 2015.
yeah, there was friction at first because a lot of people don't want to pay that price point. But as we just got more experience with entrepreneurism, building systems, mastering our craft, we're like, look, this is our value. We value ourselves up here. We've had high level mentors. We put in the work. It's time for us to just show people what we can do. And it's like if people don't want to pay for that and invest in their health, then that's fine. That let them be that. Let them make that decision.
But we worked a lot on too, like the credibility aspect. So
Right.
we spoke at some of the national conferences, like the ISSN, which is International Society of Sports Nutrition. We wrote this book. We sat there and invested in the mentorships, the masterminds. we did so much like stuff to work on ourselves, and we even got our master's in sports nutrition, an online degree. So it's like we did so many things to work on ourselves to build that credibility, because we knew we were like, okay, well, we can stay around this like $500 mark, type of fee, but we want to get ourselves up to that level. And it's like, well, you got to work on yourself a little bit and kind of sit there and build that credibility, and that's what we did to get to that point.
So what Eric and Chris understood, that I believe it's important for a lot of you guys to understand, is business has changed a lot in the last 10, 15 years. 10, 15 years ago, the CEO wanted to stay behind the scenes.
Right.
And there was good reasons for it. It made sense. There was ways to acquire business through traditional advertising and having sales reps out there, outbound and inbound sales reps. But the main reason is because if I wanted to sell this business, the person buying the business wants to buy it and be able to grow it without me.
Yeah.
But if I'm so attached to the business and the customers, well, then as soon as I leave, people are just going to follow me wherever I go next, and the business is ruined.
Yeah.
But a lot has changed because now social media is this microphone.
Yeah.
Video allows you to really connect with people and allow people to see your personality, not just in what you show them in the videos that you spend money in producing,
Right.
but also the behind the scenes stuff with like Instagram stories
Absolutely.
and Snapchat and even just now feeds in general. So you guys have done a lot of that, and you're also twins too, which gives you a little bit of a quick way to like
Right,
stand out.
right.
But I've seen people that don't have that edge and that advantage and still do really, really well
Yeah.
because they're constantly putting themselves out there.
Right.
And so what happens is, remember this one thing, people buy people, they don't buy companies.
Yep.
And even when people, so right now at our company, we have people that they don't need to talk to me anymore. Not just in the sales process, but even in the customer service process, because they trust me so much that they trust who I've hired.
Right.
And they work great with them. They're off to a great start right off the bat, and everything works really well. So know that business has shifted. And you don't have to have that fear. But one of the fastest ways to grow your business today is through really great personal branding.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And so you guys done it with social, you've done it with this book. For those of you that are listening in and not watching, I'm holding up their book. It's called The New Era of Fitness. So when you wrote this book, whose hands did you want it to be in?
So we want to put this in a fitness enthusiast's hand that wanted to have a bigger mindset than just looking at fitness as black and white. Like too many times we've seen this, right? So if you have an analogy of a pendulum swing, for about 3 or 4 years of our life, we switched it all the way to the left side, what we call black and white, very rigid, right? All we cared about was our body image, getting the six-pack, meal prepping. We messed up so many relationships and lost out on so many things for just having that black and white mindset, it controlling our lives. Then if you switch over to the right side of the pendulum swing, it's like too much of a flexible like type of approach, kind of like I don't give a shit. You're going through the motions. So we've been on both sides of the pendulum swing. So we said we want to sit there and have these people come and be in the middle, the sweet spot. So they don't have to go through that rigid side or that too flexible side. They know how to kind of shift back and forth, and we've done that before. And the way to do that is through living the fitness through 5 elements: flexible training, flexible exercise, flexible nutrition, personal development, lifestyle, and mindset. You have to have all 5 components, because you're not only working on trying to like get the six-pack of the body, you're trying to get the six-pack of the mind as well too.
And ultimately what those elements are going to do is make you look better, feel better, and perform better on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, that's just one thing we just really took a lot of pride in, just over the course of those like last 7 years being a practitioner, seeing the good, the bad, and where we think the puck is actually going forward. With like the constant just noise out there, with just the go, the attention span where just information's being thrown at us so fast, and things are pivoting. So it's like you have to incorporate some sort of a mindset component, some sort of personal development, always working on yourself, even more, self-love. And then, how do you tie it all into a lifestyle, a badass lifestyle? We like incorporating the 4 pillars of life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. If you can fulfill all those pillars, then you're going to put yourself in a good position.
The thing is, with fitness and business and most things within any industry, most of the people that are good at what they do, care about their work, they believe in the same things. You get 10 personal trainers in here that really care about being a personal trainer, right? They care about their customers and getting them great results. They're all going to say, I believe in that too. The difference is, can they get the message out
Absolutely.
the way you guys have been able to do it, writing your book, which, let's really talk about it. How much time went into writing this book?
Go ahead. Oh, I would say that was over like a course of like 3 years of just putting together content, just case studies with clients, just working on ourselves, and then the entire process took about a year when we actually were like, okay, let's put this on the agenda. When do we want to have a deadline? But it took us about a year to write that, just from just by ourselves, then just put it together, the editing, the marketing, all that stuff. It's a process. So.
And I'll back up a little bit. Like 5 years ago, there's no way we could have written this book, just because these past 5 years we've invested in ourselves.
Absolutely.
We made a commitment to not go to any type of fitness conferences for a full year, because it's great to learn about the fitness stuff, but the thing is, though, you're not learning from different type of industries. Ever since we started, investing in Ty Lopez as a business builder, Lewis Howes, Mark Lack, Thrive Events, stuff like that, we've learned so much more as far as the personal development, the mindset, and the lifestyle. That's how we blended this all in. So we could not have written this like 5 years ago.
And so, guys, whether you write a book, or whether you write ebooks, or whether you're writing blogs, or whether you're speaking at conferences, whether you're making efforts to get on podcasts, there's so many ways. There's almost like an unlimited amount of ways to get yourself out in front of your actual customer. And that's what they were able to do. So now let's jump into a few things here. So customer service. You said that if you had to attribute your success to anything, it'd probably be your customer service, right? Because a lot of your business came from referrals, which in the offline world, super simple. In the online world, bigger challenge.
Bigger challenge.
So talk to me about the customer. If I was your client, I signed up with you, what is so special about Dynamic Duo Training that makes me want to tell JT and Sam and all my other friends about you guys?
Go for it.
So what we do is we really emphasized on there is a gap when you become an online personal trainer. You have this perception where you just think that you have this right to sit there and stand behind a keyboard. You don't get your voice out there. You don't get your your visual face out there, video or anything like that. We said there's a gap there. Nobody's doing video to their clients. Nobody's doing audio to their clients. So when you sign up with us, I'm going to send you a 1-minute personal video introducing myself, showing my big ass eyebrows, so you guys build a connection with me, know me, like me, and trust me. Okay, so that's what's going to just differentiate me from like 100 different online personal trainers right there. Just that small 1-minute video, just getting to know me, hearing my voice, seeing my facial expressions, feeling my energy through the video. And we see so many people still not doing this, and I don't know why they don't do it. It's like they have this special privilege that they can't sit there and hop on video or audio. So I think so many people are missing the boat with that.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys say that. We at our agency we had the same philosophy, right? So we have a salesperson, right? And when she sells people, unfortunately, like in most businesses, when she has to now hand them off to an account manager, people are like, well, wait, why can't I work with you, right? Because I've developed this relationship with you now. So one of the things that we've done, and it's worked great, is we've done intro videos with every one of our account managers, right? We have like 7 or 8 of them out there. And every video is with me, because a lot of the people that signed up, they do know me because of the show and the videos and so much. I do a lot of personal branding with it. And so it's me in the show, or me in the quick video. It's like 1.5 minutes long. And I go, hey there, what's up? And welcome to Loud Rumor. Today I'm here with JT. JT, say what's up. He says, what's up? He's your new account manager. Then we go over like some of JT's favorite hobbies. We go over some of the things he likes to do, what he went to school for. And they get to hear him and talk and see the camaraderie with somebody they already know.
Yeah.
And now when they talk to him, it's like, I already know you, and it's kind of cool. And you guys have done the same thing. And I think more businesses should do that.
Absolutely.
And it works, but it's the same thing. It's the fear of getting in front of that camera.
Yeah. It's just all about going the extra distance, and I think that's what our mindset. Just since day one, just go over the top. Go make that extra little thing for this client. Just go the extra distance. It's going to come back so much more. And with us, communication is huge. So we're going to give our clients access to us as much as we can.
So how could I access you? I'm your client.
So text message, email, Facebook group, WhatsApp group, Snapchat, Instagram. I mean, there's so many different outlets. It's like there's no excuse for you not to communicate with me. And I want to establish that as the coach and the practitioner to my client.
I think what differentiates us from a lot of people too is like whenever somebody inquires us, you know, a lot of people, coaches will just throw out a price sheet and be like, here's my prices, okay, do you want to sign up, this and that? We'll set up a phone call or a Skype call. We try to get them on Skype because we want to build that face-to-face relationship. The emotions are there more, right?
Same thing. It's where it
right?
works.
So if that doesn't work, we get them on the phone, but we go that extra mile to carve out 15, 20 minutes to hear them and build that relationship. And that's just why it's differentiated ourselves, because we don't have 1 million followers to sit there and rely on, right? So we have to go that extra mile, go that extra hustle to get that client.
So in the sales process, you get them on a Skype call. What are some of the questions that you ask?
Pain points. So we have them fill out an intake form, about 3 to 4 questions,
Before the Skype call.
beforehand. So then we get a general idea of, you know, what we're working with here, what their biggest pain point is, how are we going to paint that picture for them, right? So, you know, everybody wants that end destination. So how are we going to get them there?
Can you sell me right now? Can we do? And I won't make it tough, right?
Yeah.
Like the goal, I'm going to be the average person, but can you actually take me through? Pretend we're on a Skype call, and I want you to show the audience and tell the audience what it's like to sell online coaching in a Skype call, because that's hard to do.
Yeah, no, I'll do
A lot
my
of people
best.
are nervous.
I'm game, yeah.
All right. So let's say I filled out an intake form. What are some of the questions that you might ask?
So I'm going to actually ask for your Instagram and Facebook handle, so I can go and look and see, you know, what we're working with. You have
Like,
a
am I
family.
positive?
Yeah, do
Okay,
you have
cool.
a family? What are your interests? You know, what kind of job do you have?
Okay.
So then I know exactly kind of like what things to ask you. So if you had a family,
So let's say I'm a father of 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
I post about them a lot. I'm a business owner. I own an advertising agency. I do appreciate fitness, but I got a busy lifestyle.
right?
That's
so,
kind of who
So
I am.
I'd be like, Mike, what's your biggest pain point?
Well, hold on. Let's do
yeah.
it. Like,
Oh,
jump,
okay.
like, let's just do it, right?
gotcha, yeah.
All right. So we sign on. Hey, what's up? We're on Skype right now.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, hey,
we're on
what's
Skype.
up? Yeah.
This is weird because we're not, but we
Gotcha.
are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on Skype. We just connected. Here we go. I see you for the first time. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What's going on?
So what brought you to our website, and why do you think that we can help you?
Yeah, I saw you guys. Actually, I saw you guys on social first, and it looks like you guys, know what you're doing, and you help quite a few people. And honestly, man, I'm just real busy. Getting to the gym's tough. I travel a lot, and I need to find a way to keep in shape with this kind of inconsistent lifestyle.
Yeah, and that's funny you mentioned that, because on the questionnaire intake, I noticed that you did indicate that you were busy, that you have a family of 4, that you do travel a lot. So can I ask you, how do you feel on a day-to-day basis after a long, hard day at work? Do you feel like your energy levels are low? Do you still feel like you're present with your kids, like you have the energy to play with them?
I have energy at the end of the day, because I have a lot of natural energy anyway. I'm just an energetic person. But the problem is, I don't have a routine. Sometimes it'll be the nighttime, but then the next day it's morning. And so I guess what I need is I just need somebody to, I don't know if it's hold me accountable or kind of map stuff out for me, because I don't think about it until I need to think about it. And by that time, I'm all over the place.
Okay, so what if I were able to hold you accountable, draw you up a game plan to where you know exactly what to do from when you wake up till the end of the night, to where you're going to look better, feel better, perform better, and ultimately be more present with your kids. Your energy levels are going to be high, and you're going to thrive on a day-to-day basis while attaining your goals.
Yeah, if you could do that, that's honestly all I'm looking for.
So what is holding you back right now to get started?
I guess I just need to know a little bit more. Like, how do you guys charge? How does this work?
Okay, and this is an investment. I want you to understand this is an investment. There's no, shortcuts to this. This is a long-term investment that we like telling our clients. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So, if you're all in with that concept, I am game for that. I'm going to hold you accountable, and I'm going to help you reach those goals.
Awesome. Yeah. So what does it cost?
$997.
997. So it's a 3-month program. So $997 per month or one time?
One time.
One time, and I got you for 3 months. And then, like, how often do we meet?
We check in once per week through Skype, email, Facebook groups. After that, we're going to have a once per month group call where we're going to do some sort of lifestyle approach assignment where I want to learn more about, health, wealth, love, and happiness, what pillars you need to fulfill. After that, you have 24 access to me to ask as many questions as needed. I'm going to provide you with a set of templates that's going to have your training, nutrition, programs that are just going to make you follow that, and it's going to be a guide for you just to succeed.
Now you say templates. Is it something that like you hand out to everyone, or is
Oh no,
like
it's
specific
custom
to me?
tailored. So we're going
Because
to
I have some allergies and
No,
stuff like
absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna have all that covered. Whether you want some sort of a set meal plan, whether you want to just count your calories, whether you want to portion out foods. We don't believe in just one universal nutrition program. We're going to solely tailor that to you, your lifestyle, your adherence, and your goals. So I'm going to provide you with meal frequency, meal ideas, nutrient timing ideas, the science behind what we're doing, and most importantly, I want to educate you so you could learn this stuff, have it in your brain, retain it, and teach it to your family and your peers or coworkers.
Cool. So you said $997. Can I pay $333 a month for the next 3 months?
You could, but I would rather you pay up front,
Okay, but I can though.
but you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So can we get started?
let's do it.
So now I wanted to do that because the questions that I was asking, I wanted you guys to see what it is that they provide and how they articulate it to the client. Because it's not just about getting on a call once a week and
Absolutely.
talking, hey man, how's the workout
No,
been?
yeah,
Good?
yeah.
You been eating good? Yes, it's a little bit more than that. And that's what you guys talk about.
Yeah, and just to add to that really quick, that was good though. You put me on the spot with that. That was kind of tough, but I enjoyed that. But
I'm a lot tough in real life.
just to add to that point though about like the relationship aspect, like that's what I'm talking about though. When you're an online coach, like you have to take a general interest in your clients, like family, their interests. You can't just be like, oh, like just here's a template to fill out for nutrition, for training. How's that going? No, I want to know, how is your family doing? What did you do over the weekend? It's like, give me some ideas. Like I want to take a general interest in my clients to get to know them and establish that relationship. Otherwise, it's just like you're another trainer. That's it. They're not going to look at you the same. So that's important that you mentioned that.
It's like you said, people buy people, not
Exactly.
businesses. So.
Do you guys kind of take pride in your clients and show like the results they've gotten? Do you guys use case studies and testimonials
We'll
and
give
stuff
them
like
shout
that?
outs like in the Facebook group, just so it's like a reward system. It's
Okay.
like you have to just sit
And
there
I'm
and
giving
praise
you
them.
guys a ninja tip, a marketing tip right now that's worked for us a long, long time. So don't sit there and leak it out. So what we do is whenever we have a success story, if it's a really like good transformation body composition wise, we have them do a 5-minute testimonial video, answer 5 questions, and because they're already on that high of like making that transformation, so they're going to be very energetic, pumped up in the video. Then we put it on a blog post, and so we upload that video to YouTube, and then we have it on like a WordPress blog post. We give the stats on like the weight that they started, the inches, the before and after pictures, and on the bottom of it, it's a call to action. Hey, if you guys are interested in making a transformation, boom, to our contact page. So that's worked for a long time.
And then when you take that blog, what do you do with it? Do you post it on social? Do you
Social.
boost it?
Yeah, it's very tough Facebook because like the health regulations and all that stuff with the Facebook ads, but we try to put that out just organically as best as possible. Tell the clients to share it, put it in the Facebook group, hey, just share it if you can. And then Instagram's in huge with those though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then immediately it's like 5 to 10 like inquiries just from a post just like that.
Do you guys ever put retargeting ads on your blog posts?
We don't.
Dude, that's a great one. So here,
Yeah.
can I give you a ninja tip?
Absolutely.
All right.
That's why we're here.
So if I was, let's say, to see that blog because Jan shared it or Samantha shared it or we put it up there and it says something like how Cindy lost 25 pounds in just 3 months and feels better than ever. If I were to click on that, what can you probably assume? I'm interested, right? Like I that's something that, because a guy that's 18 years old that is drinking beers, he's just going to go through. He's not going to click on that, right? He's finding out what's going on with sports. But the girl that clicks on that is a girl that may have a challenge with that. She wants to see how it was done. That's what it is. How she was able to do it. How a mother of 3 was able to lose 25 pounds and feel great in just 3 months. So now you're building your retargeting list with the people that are clicking on that you can strongly assume they fit the criteria, right? But also they've already seen you, right? The Mark Lack thing, know, like, trust.
Right.
You already know they know you, and they kind of skipped like so far because they trust that you can do because you've already done it for Cindy, right? And so now you can start showing some other stuff for likes. You guys have funny stuff out there. Do fun stuff that makes them like you. And then you can start running ads specifically to those people that have already shown interest and probably need the help. And already know the person because they're friends. That's how they clicked on it, right?
Yeah.
So retargeting is something that a lot, even people as great as these guys that have done this, retargeting is still something that a lot of people haven't focused in a lot on. And I'll tell you guys, if you guys can work really hard on learning the retargeting game, and not just you guys, I'm talking about everybody, right? Learn the retargeting game. That's how you can build your list with a really good focused type of person and constantly send them stuff out over and over. And now when you have a new testimonial video, right? So let's say Jan shares it, who Jan has no connection to Cindy, so she'd never see that one. But if you can boost it to your retargeting list, now they're like, another one.
Okay.
Another one,
Gotcha.
another one,
Okay.
another one, and it just keeps,
Yeah.
it's just getting over and over and over the same format. And now after a while, how this mother of 3 lost 25 pounds, how that father lost this, and now it's like, dude, I can do this. Everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. And you didn't know this?
Cool, man.
You didn't know this?
I know about retargeting, but I haven't done it on the testimonials. But see, look, I'm a student. I'm here learning from Mike, and I'm gonna go apply that when I have a next testimonial.
Well, the thing is, you
answer.
guys, but that just shows right there. Just like there's a million ways to get in shape.
Yeah.
You don't just have to do your program to get in shape. There's a ton of trainers that
absolutely.
have totally different styles.
Absolutely.
There's a ton of ways to grow your business. There's not just one way, right? And so you guys have done a tremendous job. And there's stuff that I'm going to learn from you, and that's just the way it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, that's why you watch shows like this. That's why you read articles. That's why you have coaching like you guys have had, like I've had, because there's always more things to do that can help you get there better and faster.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So customer service. So we've already talked about that. Do you guys send emails or have anything else to your clients that give a better customer service?
Yeah, I would say so. Every Sunday evening, we put together like some sort of like it's almost like a reminder for the clients. Like, hey, it's like hopefully your week's going well. Some sort of a motivational or leadership quote, just so you get their kind of like their brain going for the week. And just either we'll give them some sort of assignment, whether that's like, hey, just like an action step that's just kind of outside your comfort zone about like lifestyle, or we'll plug a YouTube video that's motivational, but then we'll just remind them, hey, like your check-in is this week, and we look forward to speaking with you guys. And
So now you guys not only have your online coaching business where you help people get in shape, but you also have your coaching business where you help online coaches or people that want to become online coaches create success.
Absolutely.
Right? And so you have a podcast as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of your podcast?
the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast.
The Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. Who's your audience on that podcast?
Health enthusiasts, entrepreneurs.
So it kind of fits here.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
so
like
all
to-
the
those 5
content's
pillars.
congruent.
Yeah, the
yeah,
5
we
pillars.
talk about like training, nutrition, personal development, mindset, lifestyle approaches, and we get experts from all around the world, and just we like drilling people on their lifestyle and just how they overcame adversity and got to where they are now, and just some actionable steps for just millennials, entrepreneurs. So yeah, that's what we love just talking
Because
about.
once again, like if you look at it a black and white, in fitness there's so many podcasts that talk to you about the next thing to eat, the next way to lose weight, the next exercise to do, but we're like, you know what, no, we got to stand out. So why not bring these experts in instead of asking them what's the mechanism to grow to grow your muscles or lose body fat? Why not go behind the scenes and say, how the hell did you get from point A to point B? Where was that point where you were about to just throw the fucking towel in, or this most adverse situation? What is your daily routine like? Your first 90 minutes of your morning routine, stuff like that. The shit people want to hear,
Okay. Can't say shit on the show.
Oh,
I'm kidding. It's the Get Shit Done show. All right.
it's
So,
like, goes off.
he's
It's
like,
like you guys didn't warn me.
all right. But you can say the F word, but no shit. Okay. All right. So real quick, one thing that I want to make sure I make clear, because anybody watching and listening is going to go, man, that sounds like a lot of work. And it is.
Yeah, it is.
But you guys didn't write your book and start your podcast and pitch conferences all in like the first few months.
No. Right.
Like this was over the course of 6 years.
Absolutely.
Right? And so what I want you guys that are watching, that are listening to know, 6 years is coming whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2023 one day, and you're going to either go, man, it still looks like a lot of work, or you're going to say, man, that was a lot of work, but I did it, right? At the end of the day, if you're watching this show, it's because you want to get shit done, not say, man, that looks like a lot of shit to do.
Yeah.
So start with one thing, whatever it is, and then from there, you build a habit, just like anything else. You start with one thing, and that becomes habitual. And now you start another thing, and you keep going from there, and keep going. For me, this GSD show, this was a process when we first started it. Like all the different things, I would be in the editing room with Sam, would be looking at like, no, don't do this, no, cut this. I was actually creating like the boxes that would be on the left, and all that stuff. And then over time, it became a simple process. And now that that's out of the way, now we're looking at doing something else. And we just keep on doing that. And next thing you know, we have dozens of outlets to get our brand out there, our message out there, and attract more people. And that's what you guys have been able to do too. So for all you guys, start with something and then go on and go on and go on. And you get better at getting shit done because you practice it over and over and over.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I'm going to give your audience a teaching point right now that I think is very critical. So I'm a big believer in the long cut versus the shortcut, right? So there is a such thing as almost like shortcuts these days, right? Because if you look at this in the context of fitness, right, this can be applied to building a business as well too. If somebody wants to lose weight, let's say you have subject A who has 12 weeks, right? They hire a coach, a personal trainer, a chef to like cook their food. Chances are that person is going to lose, or they're going to get results faster in a more efficient way as opposed to subject B who tries to like get all the free shit, tries to do it all on themselves, save like, money, you know what I mean? So same thing in business. If you can like find mentors, people like you, people like that you want to emulate their business, just go the shortcut way instead of the long cut way. Just invest in their programs or a coaching day with them, a mastermind, something like that, because it's going to expedite that learning process so much more. You're going to save so much more money on the long haul, and you're just going to like avoid a lot of those pain points like within business and stuff.
100% agree. Cool.
Good point.
Guys, we have had 4 eyebrow magnificos on this show today between my bobblehead, Eric, Chris, and myself. This has been a fun show, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing more and more about what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so, hope you guys learned a lot. If you were thinking about being in the online game, or you are and you want to take it up a notch, you just met the perfect guys to talk to you, because these guys have not only done it themselves, but they've helped many other online coaches do it too, and they can help you too. Thanks so much for watching the GSD show, and we will see you next week. Killed it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Right
Dude,
on,
thanks, man. That was great.
All right, man.
That was
Cool.
awesome.
That was great.
That was fun too.
Thanks so much for joining us today. If you liked this episode, then subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and to our YouTube channel to never miss an episode. You can get all the links by going to thegsdshow.com. Thanks, and see you next time.